Hey there, veteran guardians and new light players. This is Delta 115 bringing you guys a Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to obtain the Intrinsics and Catalysts for the exotic hand cannon Graviton Spike. Now, before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, I have a quick apology. And the reason why is because I took a long break from Destiny 2. Not because of the negativity from the game, but also I just need to take a break. I've been playing this game for so long and decided to try to branch out. I tried to reach out other games actually because I haven't touched them for a while, such as Warframe, because I've gone back to it again and did some stuff in Warframe. I also went back to Ghost Recon Wildlands because I want to finish customizing my character to look like my OC persona, Delta the Ghost Reaper. And not gonna lie, looking at the cosmetics that I found in the game, I made a really good look of my persona character in that game. So I gotta admit, it looks pretty cool to me. And I also played Destiny Rising on mobile because I was going after the emblem, which is already expired. The emblem is called Starboard Forward, and yeah, not only I got this, I kind of got attached to the Destiny Rising. I won't do a lot of stuff like how everyone is, you know, with raids and so forth, but it is a really fun game that NetEase had done. So yeah, they brought stuff back like spare racing, fishing, etc. But yeah, I did enjoy it, and I might go back to it on a certain time. But anyways, enough of that part. When we're starting this video, ladies and gentlemen, or how to proceed this video, you're going to need some prerequisites done. The first prerequisite is to complete the Edge of Fate campaign. By completing the campaign, you'll get the exotic quest Graviton Through the Ages, which is our second prerequisite. Once you completed that exotic quest, you'll obtain the exotic hand cannon Graviton Spike. And to let you guys know, this weapon is essential. So once you have the weapon, be sure to equip it, because where we're going, it would require this weapon. There are certain special mechanics throughout Kepler that would require both the Graviton Spike's arc and stasis firing modes. Yes, there's going to be a lot of shooting from this gun. And the third prerequisite, if I go to the map here, is you have to reach a power requirement. I would say more than 200 power. Why? Because I don't know how Bungie had designed this, but not all Intrinsics and Catalysts are in the same difficulty tier. Let me explain. So, when Bungie had introduced Kepler and the difficulty tiers of the destination, there are 4. We have Brave, Legendary, Fabled, and Mythic. And the breakdown of where the stuff is located is, I don't know how they did it, but they did it like this. So, in Brave tier, we're going to find all 3 Intrinsics for Graviton Spike. In Fable difficulty, which is power requirement of 150, we're going to find the first 2 Catalysts for Graviton Spike. And then in Mythic, power requirement of 200 power, we're going to find the last 2 Catalysts for Graviton Spike. So yeah, that's how they set it up. So I'm going to play it as per, you know, where the difficulties are. I don't know about Legendary because there's nothing on Legendary for it. So the plan is I'm going to Brave, get the 3 Intrinsics, then I'm going to move to Fable difficulty, get the first 2 Catalysts, and then move to Mythic difficulty to get the last 2 Catalysts. That's how it should work. Along the gameplay, I will put some time codes, so that way if you want to get to a specific thing, like a specific catalyst, I will put time codes of where it starts, like where a specific one starts and how it ends, so forth. That way you don't need to watch the entire video. And along my journey, personally, I'm gonna try out some new stuff. I just got this cool crossbow, and no, this is not a raid crossbow. This is a crossbow that somehow dropped for me when I was playing Iron Banner, and some people have claimed they got this crossbow from the reclaim activity. Again, the drop source is very vague. It never tells you what it is or how to get this weapon, but I somehow got it, and I'm looking forward to trying out this weapon because it looks super cool. So anyways, I'm gonna, find them, and hopefully this guide will help you get the Intrinsics and Catalysts that you need. So without further ado, let's start. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am at Circulage Divide, and this is located at Exile's Accord. We're going after the Intrinsic for Graviton Spike. I believe it's called Temporal Manipulation number 2. So I'm gonna follow this path. So we're gonna go through here, and oh, there's some enemies here. Time for the crossbow, actually. Oh, okay, that was fun. Can you pick up the ammo? Oh, you can! Nice! I lost one bolt, but that's fine. That is so cool. Pretty fun to use. Alright, I kind of lost track of where I was going. I think I was going through here. Oh, wait. Somewhere here. Yeah, here. So you're gonna follow this way. You're gonna go past these. There should be a... Yep. You're gonna get this relocator. And then you're gonna put that. So once you teleport here, there it is. So first let's clear out the enemies. I want to clear out some of the enemies so they won't interrupt us. Up there. These enemies are always a pain. Much better. Okay, sorry about that. So, once you're here, teleported from the relocator, you're gonna see this. And this is gonna take some requirements. So, first off, I gotta find that fruit. I think it's up here. It's that plant. I know it's around here, because I've done it before. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I finally found it. I wasn't looking to the right that well, so it's always further on the right, so let me go grab that. And what we're gonna do is, we got plenty of time, I think. So, with Graviton Spike, you're going to shoot this, switch to stasis mode, keep shooting this. Okay, and then you're gonna throw that. And then once you're here, switch to Matter Spark pretty quickly. And there we go. So once you finally made it through here, you can open this door pretty quickly. Otherwise, if you get killed by the lasers or the fan, you gotta start this whole process all over again. So once you pass through here, you're gonna pick this part up. And there you go. Temporal Manipulation 2 obtained. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Caldera, and this is where we obtain the Temporal Manipulation 3 Intrinsic. So what you're going to do is you're going to be changing to Mana Spark, and you're going to go follow this path. So once you go through here, jump over here, dash through, you're gonna go through this little hole here. Once you are through tunnels, get out of Matter Spark, and you'll see it here. Grab your Graviton Spike, switch to Stasis. There we go. Switch to Matter Spark. And there you go. That is Temporal Manipulation 3, which is an easy route to get, pretty much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at a simulated easement, and this is where we get the Temporal Manipulation 4 Intrinsic. So you're gonna start here, and we're gonna make our way across through here. And once you're here, where you see Mission Calculus, don't go there, just go to the train. And this is going to be a long trek because we're going to go like further back to get to our destination. I wish there were shortcuts, but I don't think there's any shortcuts to get there, or specific parts. If there is, I apologize. I think there were like those Matter Spark ones, but I don't know which one leads to which, because it's really hard to tell. I think I'm going the right way, because right now we're just going through. Yeah, I'm going the right way. So once you're here, you'll see this tunnel. Go through it. And you're going to be in this area. This is where we fought the Vex on certain missions. We're going to ignore them. Like, we're going to ignore them fully. I believe we go through here. Yep, there it is. So once you get through this area, you'll see some harpies and some Vex. Actually, wow, this railing is so indestructible. Okay, sorry about that. So once you're here, just climb up, and you'll see it here. Get your Graviton Spike, and there we go. This will open, switch to Matter Spark, and then you're gonna wait until... Whoa! Okay, that did not go as planned. Oh, managed to get through. Don't know what happened though, but that was kind of weird. But yeah, so once you pass through, here's the last part. And there we go. Temporal Manipulation 4. As for this part, you gotta time it. I don't know how to time it, so if you see an opening, take it. So, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it's kind of a bit bad on Bungie's part, so... Cool at first, but the timing is, they need to work on that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Curtilage Divide, and we're going after the first catalyst, which is the Rapid Hit Catalyst. Now, I found a triumph. if you look at the right side of my screen here, there are the 4 catalysts, and they've been broken down to 3. So there are 3 parts in order to make one whole catalyst. Don't know why it's like that, but I will show you the locations nonetheless. So we're gonna be here, and we're gonna follow this route. And don't forget, this is on Fable difficulty. So not Brave or Legendary, this is Fable. So the enemies here will hit a little harder, unless you have a really good survival build on your characters. So we're gonna go through here. We're gonna follow this route. And Graviton is needed. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah. We're gonna go this way. And there's a teleport ring. Use your matter spark. You're gonna teleport to here. Once you do, clear out these enemies here. Some of them will hit pretty hard, so I'm just gonna clear them out. So once you clear out the enemies, you'll see it right here. Let me just reload. Okay. Once you do that, there's this mechanism they have to break. Ah, I messed that up. There we go. Once that mechanism is broken, oh, there's a break. Grab that relocator here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna traverse up to this here, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna jump up here, land in this spot. Once you do, you'll see this one. Shoot the relocator. It's activated. Go through this teleporter here. And there we go. So you'll end up in this confined room, and here we go. This is the fragment of the rapid hit. So we got 1 out of 3. Let's go find the other 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the stacks located at the outer steps here, and we're getting the second part of the catalyst rapid hit. So we're gonna spawn here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna follow this path. There's gonna be some enemies, so feel free to avoid them if you can. So we're gonna go through here. Everyone should know about this part. This is where you do that solo caldera part. There's gonna be some enemies and some banes, so feel free to do as you see fit, either attack them or just avoid them. But if you're taking a lot of damage, be sure to have, like, you know, heal abilities. Nope, I'm not asking you here. Don't want him to shoot me, so yeah. So we're gonna ignore these. Make your way to the left, you'll see a doorway there. Take it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow this route here. We're gonna arrive to this area. There's gonna be a lot of enemies. We're just gonna clear some. Or we'll just clear them all if we can. Okay, so once you clear out this area, you're going to need to do two things. Well, two things you need to destroy. The frequency for the Rosetta. So there's one there. Let me just grab this. And then there's another if you jump on top of this gigantic coil here. And then jump here. There's another. So they're important because if we proceed over here, around that cliff here, there's the requirement for the Graviton Spike, and there's our entry point. As you can see there, you can see the Rosetta console. And because we cleared out the two frequencies, the console is easy to access. So first off, Graviton Spike, Arc mode, switch to Stasis mode. This stops. Switch to Matter Spark. Get out. And input it. So this will open this area. And don't worry, this is like one big circle, as you can see. One big circle. So it doesn't matter if you go this way or that way. And then here's the part. The second fragment of the rapid hit. Now, moving on to the third and final one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Caldera, and we're going after the third and final fragment for the rapid hit catalyst, but we'll also get the first fragment of the second catalyst, Subsistence. And how? Well, both of them are located in Singularity. So you're going to start here in Caldera. You're going to go underneath. Wrong underneath. You're going to go underneath here. And you're going to go through this portal to Matter Spark, or go down that giant door there. Either way. What we're going to do is we're going to make our way normal to our destination. Again, this is Fable difficulty, so this will be a little harder because of the enemies, but our goal is to reach a specific area, which is going to be a little longer if we can get there. So take your time on this. There's no rush or anything unless you really want to get this done and over with, but yeah, just take it easy. Weapon-wise, if you have Mint Retrograde, which I have here, is also good. Machine Gun is also good. But you have to keep your energy weapon as Graviton Spike because you need it for, you know, obviously. And I messed up, did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Where am I actually going? Oh. We're just gonna ignore these guys. Is this it? Oh yeah. So once you pass that area, you're gonna go through this. This is that... Ah, yes. We gotta do this fiasco thing. Okay. So what's so fiasco about it is because we're gonna go down here, we're gonna go over here. And then once you exit, oh god. You're gonna have to unlock the platform here. Then we have to go back to use the relocator. Now that. There we go. And then grab this. And that's why. So we're going to need to climb up. Actually, where am I going? Or am I going? Yeah, I went the wrong way. My bad. So you're gonna go through here. There's some Vex. Let me just clear them out a bit. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, thank God for thank God for Mint Retrograde. So yeah, there you go. So once you clear out the enemies, there it is. So you're gonna shoot that, switch this, and quickly below you, just go down below, through here quickly. You'll see this gear, go through it, and then here it is. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the first Exotic Catalyst, Rapid Hit. So, one catalyst done, 3 more to go. And, starting from where we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're going for Subsistence, the first part of it. So start from here. We're going to shoot this. Okay. Wait for this to go. And then through here. Yeah, we're gonna go through here. There's gonna be this guy. Ignore him. We're trying to get up there. So get up here. There's gonna be some Vex here, so feel free to avoid them. But if they're too much for you, just kill them. Do it at your own pace. So once you're up here, you're gonna go jump up here, and then you're gonna jump here. There's a hole. You're gonna go through it. So this is where we need to go. If you turn around, you'll see this. So, like we do with the Graviton Spike, once that's broken, go through the gear, and once you're there, here it is. The first fragment of Subsistence. So that way, you know how to get both of them. The last part of Rapid Hit and the first part of Subsistence. We're now going to move on to getting the second part of the Subsistence Catalyst. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Curtilage Divide, which is located at Exile's Accord, and we are getting the second part of the Catalyst Subsistence. So you're going to start here. We're going to go down here. And once you do, switch to Matter Spark. Go to a portal. Stay in Matter Spark because you're going to go to this portal again. Once you do, exit Matter Spark. Go through a train. Once you're out of the train, you're gonna follow this track. And once you arrived here at this point, ooh, I'll take that. There it is. But we're not gonna do it just yet. Why? Because we need a relocator cannon. That's what we need. So there's one here at the corner. Grab that. You're going to bring the relocator cannon right here. Drop it here. Get your Graviton Spike. Break that. Grab this. Shoot it. And there's supposed to be a teleporter somewhere around here. Oh, I guess I messed up the teleporter part. Sorry about that. I figured out where the teleporter is. They should put some directions for it. So once you shoot that, you're gonna go this way. I knew I heard the teleporter somewhere. I messed up my jump. There we go. I knew for a fact I heard the teleporter. So once you're here, you'll find a collect button. I don't know where it is. Oh, here. Collect that, and there you go. The second fragment of the Subsistence Catalyst. Only one more to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the stacks located at the outer steps, and we're getting the final part of the Subsistence Catalyst. So you're going to spawn here. This is going to be a very long walk, and there's going to be a lot of requirements along the way. So we're going to make our way here. We're going to go this way. Instead of going left, we're going to take a right. And we're going to grab the matter. That. Ooh. So it's going to be a long trek going through these tunnels. I don't think there's that many enemies, and that's good. So you can make your... Oh. There are enemies, but the least good news is you don't need to... Oh! Hello! There's this guy here. Let's just grab our bolts. Here, some of these guys. And what we're trying to do is... Yeah, here. We're gonna go through here. Gotta do it carefully. So you're gonna be in the reactor room. Oh, we got the ready. Huh. Oh, I forgot I got a new finisher. It's like this. Rasputin, help me. I miss Rasputin. Sorry about that. So once you're in the reactor room, you're gonna go to the door. I think is this the right door? No, wait. There was another door, wasn't there? Oh no, this is the door.
Briefcase is from where I worked. Must have been pulled in with me.
Something nearby reads similarly to the singularity on Kepler. Not enough to threaten the planetoid, but enough to warrant intervention. Guardian, we need to find each one and eliminate it.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out I went through the wrong door. It's not this door we're supposed to go through. It's that one. That door right there. The doors look alike, so I had no idea. So, yeah. So we're supposed to go to this door. And then it should be... Yeah, there it is. There's supposed to be this, matter stuff. We need that. And then once we do, throw that there. Then you're gonna grab this relocator. You're gonna go through there. Shoot this. Go through the teleporter. You're gonna be a bit disoriented. It's gonna make your character look up, so move your character or camera down. Once you're there, just go through the door. And let's clear out these enemies, because we need a workspace. There we go. That was tense. Sorry about that. So, so once you've done that, we're going to take this relocator, bring it with you. I think that needs adjustment. One of the... Oh yeah, that needs adjustment. There we go. So that needs... That's adjusted. We need this to throw that, and it should work. Yep. There's the teleporter right there. Go through here and switch to matter spark. Charge the pylon. And once you've done that, you're gonna go up here. And the flower's up there. So get your Graviton Spike. Get on top of here quickly. Switch to matter spark. And there you go. With the last fragment, we got the Subsistence Catalyst. Meaning that if you've done this, acquiring all 3 fragments from both Rapid Hit and Subsistence on Fable difficulty, you should have this done. So now, we're going to move on to Mythic difficulty. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at Caldera on Mythic difficulty, and we are getting the first fragment of the following Exotic Catalyst, Transcendent Zen. So you're going to spawn here, you're going to make your way to the right, once you reach up to a certain point around here, oh here, where that balloon is, here it is. So you're gonna shoot the flower with Graviton Spike, switch to Matter Spark, once you're here, you're in a room which requires you to destroy the things for the Rosetta. Now, this is like a guessing game, so I don't know what's going to happen. It has to be one of these rooms. I think, I don't know. Maybe this one? Oh. That was lucky. Nice. So once you destroy the frequencies and access Rosetta, this door is open. And there we go. We got the first fragment of Transcendent Zen. And we'll move on to the next location for the second fragment. Now before we do that, I am curious, what is beyond those doors? Warning, anomaly has been attempting to access the thing. Oh god! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Annonian campus, and this is where we get the second fragment for the Transcendent Zen Catalyst. Now, Annonian campus is located here on the top right. You can't miss it. It's at Central Academy. And follow this route here. So you're gonna make your way past the Vex. Don't worry about them. You're gonna go through this portal here. So Matter Spark. You're gonna go up the stairs down here to the caverns. There's gonna be, I believe there's gonna be some harpies. Oh, I thought there were harpies. Okay, never mind. So there's a flower here. Destroy it with Graviton Spike. It stops this fan here. What you're gonna do is go through it, grab it, get out here. You're gonna see this flower here, so you're gonna shoot this quickly. Good. So once that's destroyed, you're gonna move here. You'll see this. Quickly throw your, your matter forge, and go through the fan with matter spark before this, like that. And once you're here, you're gonna jump, like from that point here, you're gonna jump to the right, and here you go. That's the second fragment of Transcendent Zen Catalyst. Only one more to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Caldera once again on Mythic difficulty, and we're getting the last fragment for Transcendent Zen. Now this part's going to be extremely difficult because there's a boss involved, and I don't know if Bungie had fixed this because this is a bug. So if you die or something happens to the boss in the weirdest way possible, it's going to be bugged and you'll never get this part again. So this part you have to be very, very careful. So I think how we're going to go is we're going to go through the singularity. So let's be very careful. So you can access from either the giant tunnel or mass spark through here. So this is going to be a long way as normal. Now keep in mind, in Mythic there's no map, so it's going to be a little hard for you to navigate through where you're going. Should be close. Yeah, here we go. We arrived at Singularity. There's gonna be some fighting here, so just ignore this part. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a left quickly. There we go. So once you reach there, we have to get to a certain point. So I'm gonna grab this. Ooh. Oh, it's this thing again. I know what happens. So we're gonna, before we proceed, let's try to refresh this. Otherwise, we'll get stuck there forever. So we're gonna matter spark through this. I don't like this part. Oh. Because that's why. There you go. Ooh. There you go. Oh, okay. So once you reach, up here, you're gonna go through the here. And there's this giant fan. There's the flower. Destroy it. this stops. So here's what happened. You're gonna fall down here. This is where the boss is. Now, you got to be very, very careful. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so the boss is gonna be here, and there he is. He's gonna spawn in somewhere. There he is. So you're gonna stay up here. This is the cheese, ladies and gentlemen, because in Mythic it's very difficult and it's gonna be very complicated. But if you stay at this spot where I am, and if you have this third iteration weapon, you can get the boss here. Now this is like a longer process, but it's better than risking getting killed and bugging this part. So better be safe than sorry. Now the boss will sometimes go around. If not, it should... yeah, he's gonna teleport like that, so... oh, there he is. Also be careful where you shoot, because for me, when I'm using Mint Retrograde, he, you know... oh god, that was close. And sorry, when I meant it was close, I meant because I got hit by the... by that. Okay. So, now that I defeated the boss, the part should be around here, or if we just proceed to here. Oh yeah, here. Here's the part. Okay. So, you beat the boss, you go through this little cavern here, and it's right here. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, the last fragment, and we got the Transcendent Zen Exotic Catalyst, which leaves us with one more, Temporal Alignment Catalyst. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, I just realized that the first fragment of the final catalyst, Temporal Alignment, is actually nearby. So if you finish and acquire the last fragment for the Transcendent Zen Catalyst after we defeated this boss here, the other fragment for the final catalyst is here, the first part. So you're gonna start where you defeated the boss. We're gonna make our way up. Get your Graviton Spike. Oh wait, there we go. Switch to this. There we go. And switch to Matter Spark. And there we go. But just in case you've already left this area, you know, started somewhere new, so you're gonna do this. Just in case. So you're gonna start from Caldera, you're gonna make your way to Singularity, follow the route like we did for the final part. Once you get to this area here, we're gonna make our way through this door. We're gonna keep going until we reach here. Yep, so... oh. Okay, lost some ammo and stuff, so once you clear out the, you know, the ads, we're gonna get up here. This will be a little time consuming, but this is the only safe path I can show you. So you're gonna jump onto these things. Ooh. You're gonna reach to this part, once you do, you're gonna land on that platform here. There's a bunch of platforms, but once you reach this one, there's a console that you need to activate. That's gonna show you a way forward. These enemies are gonna spawn in, which is gonna be a painful thing because, one, I'm kind of low on ammo. Unless my heavy can do all the talking. It actually really burned my heavy ammo. But that's the last we'll see of them. So once you clear them out, you're gonna make your way back. Actually, let's just fall here. It's not gonna kill us or anything. So we're gonna go back here. There's that, but we need to jump up here because the way is open. Get your Graviton Spike. Destroy this. Go quickly. And there you go. The first fragment of the temporal alignment. Moving on to the next part. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Caldera once again on Mythic difficulty, and we are getting the second part of the Temporal Alignment Catalyst. Now, you're going to spawn here, and what you're going to do is you're going to go left here. Actually, go through here. It's much better. I'm gonna go through here. There's gonna be some harpies. Yep. So clear them out quickly. Just one more. There we go. So once you clear them out, there's a flower here. Break that. Switch to Matter Spark, and you're gonna go through here. Through this tunnel. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hello. The wyvern, what's it doing? It pooped out a moat? Okay. Oh. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's picking up the moat. Did he just eat it? Oh. Is he gonna put on another one? Or is that it? I guess that's pretty much it. Okay, that is one weird encounter. Okay, so you're gonna keep going on. And then you'll reach this area. Once you do, you can look on your left, and there it is. The second fragment of the temporal alignment. Only one more fragment to go, and we got the final catalyst. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am at the assimilated easement area once again, which is located here at the gorge area on Mythic difficulty. And we're obtaining the final fragment for the temporal alignment catalyst. So we're gonna start from here. Take this route here. If you want to go a little faster, you can go with Matter Spark. you know, to avoid that. And then once you're like at this part, take a left quickly. You're gonna go through there, be a tunnel. I think I went a little off. Yeah, just you're gonna go through the tunnel. It's a little hard to navigate through this. Yep, so once you're here, you're gonna do like this parkour a couple of these platforms. Yeah, okay. So once you platform here, you're gonna see this guy here. Oh, he brought a friend. Oh, he brought friends. I did not see that coming. That was amazing. Alright. So once you're here, just making sure about ammo. So once you're here, you're gonna try to climb up. I think I messed up climbing. Yeah, I did. Alright. That's not a way to climb up, but this should. There we go. So there's this thing there, which is good because we need a relocator. And the relocator is right over there. Ooh. So grab that. Jump back over here. So what you're gonna do is leave the relocator here. Okay. Then get your Graviton Spike. You'll see the flower here. Oh. Yeah, I kind of messed that up there. Hang on. Leave that there. Is there Man, there's no way to place this properly. Okay, there we go. There you go. Once you break that, pick up the relocator. You're gonna go down here. And then you're going to shoot that. Oh yeah. Turn around quickly, and then... boom. There you go. And if you turn around, here it is. The last fragment of the Temporal Alignment Exotic Catalyst, meaning we have completed this triumph. Gravitic Doctorate. If I spell that right. Doctorate. So, you could claim that. And, yep, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the, that was the last two, Exotic Catalysts on Mythic difficulty. Alright, before I end this video, ladies and gentlemen, let me go and reshape my Graviton Spike. Now, first you're going to be here, go to reshape, go to under hand cannons, here's my Graviton Spike, but as you can see my item's locked. Be sure to unlock it, so that way you can reshape it. Alright, let's go put in our Intrinsic. Only there's Temporal Manipulation 4. The previous ones, which is Temporal Manipulation 2 and 3, are not available. Well, because you collected all the Intrinsics, it automatically gives you only Temporal Manipulation 4. So, don't worry about the previous two. As long as you've collected all the Intrinsics, that's all that matters. Next we got some barrels. And let's see what we can take. It's not bad. I think I'll... Yeah, I think this is better. Ooh, okay, I'll take that for the magazine. On Temporal Anomaly, there's nothing for that, so don't worry about it. Now the catalyst. So pick whatever catalyst you want. I'm gonna try out Temporal Alignment because this is a very good, you know, Graviton Spike catalyst. So I'll take that. Let's see, we got grips. I think I'll take Polymer Grip. And yeah, that should be it for me. Now, I do not know what's a god roll for crafting options, so I'm not the expert here. So if you want to get any god roll options, I highly recommend any other content creators that had covered up this video for it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the Intrinsics and Exotic Catalysts for the Graviton Spike. And that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. In the next weekly reset, we're going to have the return of Arms Week. It's the same thing, you know, the same basics as our previous Arms Week event, but this one will have new weapons. Mostly shotguns, because we're going to get quests that involve shotguns, and if my memory serves right, there's going to be some people who are going to farm insane god rolls for shotguns. Don't know what type of perks are going to be for these particular shotguns, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. Who knows, it might be useful for PvE or PvP, depends on your playstyle. Not only that Arms Week is going to be available in the new weekly reset, we also have a brand new exotic mission, which will be available on that exact same weekly reset. Don't know if I can get a fire team because due to the negativity of this game, you know, with all the controversy of ridiculous power grinding and finding people and etc., it's gonna be difficult, honestly. But hopefully I can find an LFG fire team that's very patient with me and very understanding. Hopefully. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, leave a like, subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel for the latest Destiny 2 and other gaming content. And also, if you want to get notified and for extra content, you can check out my socials, which the links will be down in the description box below. That is all, my fellow Guardians. This is Delta 115, signing out.